Hello everyone, Firestorm here, and welcome back to another tutorial. This tutorial today is on how to get Vivecraft set up and working with my Inferno digital settings for the Oculus Rift. I custom made my own bindings for all the controls for Vivecraft so that it would work almost identical to the way that it works in Minecraft that you can get off of Oculus's own store. But in Java, Minecraft with the Vivecraft mod. So I'm first going to show you how you activate those settings using SteamVR, and then I'm going to jump into Vivecraft and show you a cool little tutorial world that I made to show any of you newcomers to Vivecraft how to get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to, when SteamVR is open here, we want to go hit this menu button and then go to Devices, and then controller settings, and I'll move this out of the way. And you'll see this is our controller window. We have all of our games over here to the side. Now it'll just show a few, I think these top 3 up here at first, but then there's a little button that will say show more games, and then it'll show you your whole library. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down until we see Vivecraft here. There's Vivecraft. We click on Vivecraft, and it's going to show some of the presets that we have. So currently I'm running the saved Vivecraft configuration for Oculus Touch. The one that I want to be using is this, but I need to update it because it's supposed to be this Inferno Digital Touch preset. So if we go in here, you'll see that I have a whole bunch of custom stuff, and if I publish this to the workshop, I'm going to call it Inferno Digital Binding for Oculus Touch. And then gonna name it that. So when you guys go to search for it in your controller settings to bind it, it's going to be called the Inferno Digital Binding for Oculus Touch Vivecraft version 2, because I had a version 1 on here before, but I'm upgrading this. It's going to have a short description, but like I'm saying, this tutorial is going to show off a lot more of what this binding can do. We're going to hit save. And it is currently saving that to the global. I'm going to save this. Or do I don't think I want to save this actually. I'm going to go back out. And I have, now I believe, created a new preset. So you can see these are all the presets that people have created for it. But I'm honestly not sure if all of these are for Rift. Some of them say Oculus, so they're definitely for that. But I don't think that they're all for Oculus. So we need to jump back out here, and then here's that Show Applications button. Then we'll scroll back down to Vivecraft. And I don't think it's going to show mine right away, because it takes a minute for it to update or upgrade to this. But when you get it working, or when you see it in here, it should say what we saved it as, which was Inferno Digital's binding for Oculus Touch Vivecraft V2. You should be able to see that in here. There's fairly few of them, so you should be able to scroll through and find it pretty easily. And so now that it's enabled, because I didn't change anything in here, so it still is working the way that I want it to, we can go back here. When you get yours working, though, you're going to want to find mine, and you'll have to click the View button, and then you'll want to hit Select this binding. So you want to select the Inferno Digital Binding, and that will set it as your control scheme for in the game. And then if we go back out here, and I believe in order to have that work, you might have to have the Vivecraft game session running already before you do all that. I haven't tried it through this menu. I just found this menu. Otherwise, beforehand, I've been doing it inside VR, and it's really difficult to do inside VR. So I think you have to have Vivecraft running already in the background, but then you can just do that to get it started. I'm going to put this over the side here, and then I'm going to run Vivecraft. I'm running Vivecraft 1.14.4. It's the newest version, and it's updated to 1.14.4, which is, I think, the newest version of Minecraft. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started here. And then And once it gets in, I'll show you guys all our little tutorial now. Something else I wanted to say really quickly while this is getting started. There we go. While Minecraft with the Vivecraft mod is loading, I do not recommend putting on the headset. The monitor flickers a lot while it's starting, so if you have it on, it's going to cause a lot of flickering in the headset, which is probably bad for the LCD or LED. It's also just really annoying for your eyes. So I would recommend turning on Vivecraft, setting your headset down on the table for a minute until it gets started for sure, and then put it on once you know that it's on this screen here. And it'll show this on the screen here no matter whether or not you have the headset on. So you'll know when Vivecraft is ready to go. So let me jump in the headset real quick here. Oh, and one of my Velcro straps on the side came undone. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. So I'm currently on the other side of the screen here. But let me... Okay, we're already working with desktop sound, so that's awesome. Just scoot my chair out of the way. All right. So... Okay, cool. There we are. All right. So now we're in the main menu. And as long as you did the thing in the order that I said you should, where you have Vivecraft open, and then you use the menu on your desktop to select my binding, it all should be set up here. I don't think I changed that much in actual VR settings for control. I have play mode as standing, interaction settings. I turned room scale jumping off because that's dumb. I turned room scale sneaking off because I wanted the joystick to have it be set as that. I have room scale rolling off because it's crazy with Oculus, and room scale bow mode off because it really doesn't work with Oculus that well either. Weapon collision is on so that you can do the smacking stuff with the sword that I talked about. You have animal interaction on, so that is if you don't have a tool in your hand, like a sword or a pickaxe or an axe, then when you go up to like a dog or a sheep, you'll just pet them or do the use instead of hitting them and trying to damage them. Room scale climbing is on. I don't know how to do room scale climbing yet, but if I figure it out, I'll let you know. Room scale swimming is on, so you can do the breaststroke when you're in the water, and it'll actually move you forward, which is pretty cool. And backpack switching is on, which means that if you take your left hand, because items are in your left hand and the shield's in the right hand, and if you reach over your back, if you hit the right spot, you'll hear a little buzz in your controller, and then when you bring it out, it'll be in the first hotbar slot, and then if you hit it and do that again, it'll be back to whatever hotbar slot you had selected before. It's a really neat feature, and I've used it a ton in my playthrough so far. And then if you have the shield equipped in the shield slot, it'll show up over here. The only thing that's a little weird is because I have it set up so that the triggers work like if you're playing on an Xbox, the right trigger is still to attack, even though the sword's in your left hand. So you can slash with the left hand, but then if you want to actually do the automatic attack, you have to pull the right trigger. And then the left trigger is to activate the shield. And you can't slash like this while the shield is out, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, let's go and load into my little tutorial world to show you guys all how to get used to the controls in VR. So we're going to head into the Inferno digital testing grounds, and then I'll be good to go and start playing Minecraft with the Inferno digital binding. So it's going to start you off like this, for some reason, even though I was facing this way when I tried it before. So, okay, welcome to Ids Control tutorial. Walk forward with the left joystick. So left joystick, boom, you can walk in all four directions, yay. Open the menu by holding the Y button, change to easy and continue. So if you click the Y button, it's different. But if you hold the Y button down, you'll get the menu to pop up, and you hit options, and then peaceful, and then you just go back here, and boom, now I'm in peaceful mode so enemies can spawn. Jump with the A button on your right joystick to exit the building. So right joystick being right controller, you hit the A button, boom, and then you get up here. Use the right joystick to snap or smooth turn if you have it on. So I have snap turning on. That's something that you can change if you go into the menus here. If you go to VR settings, yes, so I have rotation increment. So I have it set to 45, so that's snap turning in 45-degree increments. You can set that to whatever you want, and that is that. So right now you can see, boom, I'm going 45, and now I'm sideways. Boom, there we go.
And then we'll move down here and we'll snap turn this way. The left trigger is your use button. Press it while your reticle is on an object to open or use it. So we go boom, and we've got this, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff. It says to grab all this. I'll let you guys grab it, but I'm just going to grab this coal and the stuff to make this sword with. And then if, let's see, hold the Y button and pull the left trigger to shift move items. So if I press the Y button, but I don't do it while I'm grabbing an object, because that doesn't do anything, and then I pull the trigger, boom, see, it's going to move it into my hotbar down there. So that's how you shift move items. And you can pull the left trigger to select just a whole stack of items. The X button will both split a stack if it's still sitting here. So boom, you can see I did that. Or if you select a whole stack and then you hit X, you can see I can drop individual blocks into a crafting slot there. Boom, there we go. And then hitting the B button over on the, oh, a slime gun in here somehow. Pressing B on the right controller will close and open the inventory. Now, press the right trigger to destroy blocks. You can see, like that. And grab the dirt. So we're going to grab this block of dirt. Pardon the lag real quick. Okay. So now we have a piece of dirt in our inventory. Pressing Y outside of an inventory will drop the currently held item. So if you just point at this lava and press the button, boom, it falls into lava. Now, use what you've learned and make a diamond sword. So we're just going to put the diamond sword in here real quick. Boom, now we have a diamond sword. And that's a lot of iron. Use what you've learned and smelt it. So I'm going to put the coal in here and use the iron in here. Boom, and now we're smelting all that iron. Combat in Minecraft is done in two ways. So you can swing IRL, or with the right joystick, we can do this. Let me deal with this slime real quick. Woo! Okay, so that takes care of that slime. And we're back. Okay, so you can slash this way, or you can pull the right trigger, and that'll do it as well. So I'm going to click this button down here with the left key, and that'll spawn in the skeleton. Woo! Okay, he's not as immobile as I thought. But there we go. So you only lost a couple of hearts there, so that's fine. And you can spawn in a couple more if you want. And unlike with normal combat, I don't believe that the slashing is limited to the same speed as hitting the trigger. So I think you can slash pretty much as you want, and it'll hit them as quick as possible. Ascending or descending in the water is done with your head. So clicking on the left joystick and the A button, clicking the left joystick will send you down, A button will send you up, or you can just swim by pointing your head up and down. So we're going to swim to the end here. You can see I just went down by hitting the control button, and if I let go of control and then I hit the A button, I'll come back up to the top. Let go, hit control, I'll go to the bottom. Now this also crouches you, so you got to make sure that you're not stuck on the ground. But then I can also move up and down with my head here. Woo, woo, woo. And there we go. You've finished the tutorial. Awesome. Now head into your own adventure. And we're going to go out here and fight some stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll have a link to the world down in the description below for you to go and check out. I'm going to go back inside here. And yeah, that'll teach you how to get ready, and then you can go ahead into your own world and have some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, I'll see you in the field, agents.